Alright, figured I'd make a little video about Ft8. I got a few friends I'd like to send this to that probably ain't never done it. I think might enjoy it. I'm here at Daddy's shop, set up on that temporary antenna, well, portable antenna I built, a little hex beam or whatever it is. Want to kind of show you what Ft8 was about if you've never done it. So right here in this window, it's a digital mode, and you're just making contacts. It's like a signal report exchange, grid square locator, and 7.3. It's the minimum amount of information passed automatically to a degree to count as a contact. Well, I ain't no contester. I probably could have won an award by now. I don't know, but I don't go after that. I just enjoy sitting in here and seeing where I can talk or work contacts over my radio. So anyway, this is a WSJTX. It's the guy that came up with this mode. I'm operating on 6 meters, like I said. This box over here is all the conversations on this frequency of 50.313 that are going on. So every time your radio receives, you're seeing all the traffic in this box. This box is traffic and conversations I'm having. Like, I'm calling CQ, nobody's coming back to me. Band's kind of flat right now. So that's what that is. The radio keys up, it calls CQ, and over until somebody answers, and then it'll go through the whole QSO automatically. And it'll pop a log window up here, and you automatically can tell it, okay, log this contact. And I've made probably over 1,000 contacts at least, maybe more, on this mode, just on 6 meters. Anyway, it interfaces here with the FT991A through a USB cable. You see it right there. This is a newer radio, so it's got the sound card built in. For those of you that don't have a radio, like for instance my TS2000, I've done this on it, and I have to use a little signal link interface box, which is, it's a bit of a pain to set up, but once you get it, it's not the end of the world. There's a lot of settings in the radio menu you gotta kind of go tweak, but there's online resources for all that. And of course the radio is just hooked up. There's a coax running out there under the door up to the antenna out there. I wish I could get a contact going here. Let's see. We got a guy here. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Let's try to work this KO. I've worked there's a WB8NUT. So one thing you can do is somebody's calling CQ, which is the green ones over here. You can double click on that. And over here in this box, it pops up next time the radio keys. It goes on 15-second intervals. I'm calling him. He's in Echo Mike 79. So one thing I do is I keep the grid square map up in the background, and I say, okay, where's Echo Mike 79? It's right there. So it's up in eastern and our western Illinois, Indiana line right there. So out in the farm country, that's where he's at. So I'm calling him. So I'm going to go back to the software here, bring that window back up, and I'm calling him, see, and giving him my grid square, but he's not hearing me or he's not answering me, whatever. A lot of times, if you don't click on them right away, they're already working another station, which I think he might be here. Let's see. That's the NUT guy. No, maybe not. Maybe he's just not hearing me. I'm kind of pointed more east right now. I need to go out there and swing it back around north. 6 meters is kind of iffy-wiffy right now. So another tool you use is DXMaps. So you go to this website, you click on 6 meters, and this is just a good tool to see what the bands are doing. They've got it for every band, 6 meters, 10 meters. All these red lines on this map, when you look at it, are mostly Ft8 contacts in that mode I was just showing you. A lot of Europe stuff. Let me zoom out here on 6 right now. Usually in the mornings, there's a lot of people making contacts over into Europe. Lot of traffic. Man, they got a lot of activity over there. And, you know, I have better luck. You know, I'm only running 100 watts with a little tiny beam. Somebody down here in the islands is working a lot of people. I could probably work him if I turned down there. Worked several people this morning. But anyway, this website reports what's doing what, and you download a little software, a free software package from this website, and you have to set it up. But every time you make a contact on Ft8, it reports it on this map. So you can click on your own call sign, and it'll show you everybody you've worked. You know, what directions. It's a great way to figure out your beam pattern and stuff in DX, you know, at a distance. So 6 meters is long this morning to Europe. It'll probably die out some middle of the day. It's getting kind of dead right now. By this afternoon, all this will be lit up. I mean, the whole country. I worked over 100 stations last weekend, just, you know, in the United States, in Canada, and Mexico. I'd say probably 90% of my contacts were over 1,000 miles, or right at 1,000 miles. So I don't know, it's a fun mode. I like it because you don't have to talk to nobody. You're just working contacts. And sometimes I don't feel like sitting there and having a conversation. I just want to, you know, experience the conditions and, oh, dadgummit. Hang on, I'm trying to get back to Ft8 here. I just want to experience the conditions. See, I'm still calling this guy, so I'm going to halt this. I'm going to halt TX. I'm going to go back down here and click on call CQ, enable TX, and we're just going to start calling CQ again. So, just like these guys. So on somebody else's window, when I call CQ, they're receiving it. I show up in green. If they want to work me, they'll click on me, double click on me, and then it automates into this window and starts working the contact. You don't have to do anything but sit here and watch it. It's kind of neat. And you know, you bring up the grid square map and you watch DXMap, see where the conditions are coming from. You can do this on 10 meters, 20 meters, 40 meters. I've sat in the truck before on 20 meters, mobile, with a 20 meter ham stick, and worked Japan on this mode with 100 watts. Yeah, it's not so hard on HF, you know. This is a lot of people get this mode confused. It's a weak signal, but not a low power mode. A lot of people think because it's a weak signal mode that it's a low power mode. They'll say, oh, run 25 watts. Heck with that, dude. Look, power output's right here, watch. I'm running 100 watts. Of course, this is 6 meters, and I'll do this on HF too. Look, bam, 100 watts. Radio's keyed up, 100 watts. I don't care. It's a weak signal, meaning that even if the band is marginal and you can barely hear the audio, see, there's a signal coming through, just barely. Sounds like a whistle. It faded out pretty quick. But anyway, it's a weak receive signal and it'll still decode. It doesn't mean that you can't do high power. I mean, there's guys on this mode doing a KW or more. And let's see, let me turn it up. I like to listen to it. You can turn it down. Yeah. Computer will still receive it, right? Yeah, see, the band's kind of flat. I'll get a booming signal come in and it'll fade right out. But this afternoon, man, this thing will be blowing and going. And I'll be working people as quick as I can log them. And I mean, within an hour, you can work a lot of people all over the place. But you go back to DX maps here, let's see. DX maps. So these guys here, man, these are big gun stations. Obviously, they're probably running big beams and a lot of power. And they're able to work and hear these European contacts. I hope to be there one day. But right now, nah. But if you're not familiar with this DXMap site, let me go up here, and this is a great tool for the CB guys, 10 meter guys, whatever. But this website, if you're not familiar with it, it's called DXMaps. Click on this. This is 10 meters right now, kind of dead. And now these are mostly Ft8 contacts. Now, you can manually, you got to sign into this website, it's free, but you can go in and manually enter your voice contacts on here. But, you know, some people do it sometimes. Mostly all these contacts represent Ft8. It's kind of like APRS with the VHF propagation map for 2 meters. It kind of auto reports as people are making contacts. So 10 meters kind of dead right now. It's been like that here lately. 10 will be okay, or just kind of very marginal like this, but 6 will be blowing and going, which it's not really doing right now. But anyway, that's kind of Ft8 in a nutshell. It's cool because you sit here and you make contacts over and over and over, and you're working people from all over. For instance, last weekend I was pointed northeast, or kind of north. I think I was northeast, working a lot of people up in Maine and way up there, Nova Scotia, Canada, blah blah blah. And there was a guy down here in Mexico that responded to my CQ off the back side of the antenna. I think it was after dark, so I went out there, or right at dark. I guess it was gray line, you know. So I turned the beam around, pointed down this way, and worked him full scale. Down, he was a little further down in Mexico, maybe down, I don't know. He had a weird call sign. The Mexican call signs are funny, but there you go. The other neat thing is it'll show you the distance on the log where it pops up. I wish I could get a contact here so you can see the log. There's a little log window. When you make a contact, pops up here. It shows you the call sign, the grid, signal report, blah, 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 and the distance between you and them. It's fun mode. I like doing it on 6 meters. I don't really care about the HF bands, but, you know, I can scroll down right now, 50.125, and all down in the sideband portion. Ain't nobody talking. But you scroll up here to 50.313 upper sideband, you hear these signals coming through. It's Ft8. It's this right here. It's people sitting in front of their computer running this software right here. But anyway, let me walk out here. I'll show you how I got the antenna up real quick. I know, whatever. I got it up about 24 foot on a piece of top rail. This is temporary. Gotta cut grass, man. It's only about 150 degrees and waiting on the dew and everything to dry up off the grass. I'm finna get on the lawnmower, but see if I can get a picture of this antenna up here. Get where the sun's not in my eyes. So there's the antenna I built, right, on a piece of 24 foot. Yeah, so 20-foot piece of top rail with a 4-foot section on top of it. It's kind of wobbly and janky, but coax coming down, running under the door. That's all I got, man. The good old-fashioned manual rotator by hand, you know. The neighbors probably think I'm crazy. I walk out here every 10 minutes and turn this weird-looking UFO antenna up here on the pole, but oh well, we're used to that. We're radio nerds, right? But anyway, try out Ft8. Y'all need any help, let me know. Be glad to help. Catch y'all later. KD5, UZ8 clear, 7-3.